So today's video is going to be on how to make biscuits and gravy. Let's get started. Alright, so the ingredients you'll need is self-rising flour. You'll need some Crisco. You also need additional flour. I just say about 2 cups of additional flour. Estimate you might need a little bit more or not as much. Then you'll need 1 stick of butter. What you do is basically take your knife and cut out like really small pieces, probably about 1/8 of an inch. And you just want to do that for about half a stick of butter. And if it's a little bit more, or a little less, not a big deal at all. So you just want to do about a half a stick, alright? Because we're going to be using that half a stick later. And so I'm just going to go ahead and chop them up in half and then basically in fourths. Doesn't have to be perfect because butter melts really quickly because of your hands. Which you already know that, but I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, so now that I'm on my last amount of butter, we just want to set that to the side for just a second. Alright, so what you want to do is take your butter and then just dump it into the flour. So after you add your butter to your flour, you're just going to take your Crisco and you're just going to dump it in there as well. Alright, so now go ahead and take your milk, blend everything together, and in the meantime you want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 425. Now that you have your biscuit dough all mixed up, and see it's still really wet and sticky, but it's pliable, I guess you would say. You just want to take your flour and sprinkle it on the bar. And you see how generous I'm doing it. Alright. So what you want to do is just go ahead and plump your dough on the bar. And you're just going to mix it till it's not sticky anymore. Alright, so you can see how pretty and smooth that dough is. What you want to do now is take your rolling pin and we're going to roll it out. So you're going to take your rolling pin and you're going to just flour it up. And you're going to roll it out till 1/4 of an inch thick. Probably, I'm guessing. Alright, so what you want to do now is you're just going to go ahead and just slightly flour this. And you're going to just rub it all together. And you're going to fold it in pieces. Like that. And you're just going to fold it up. Fold it up. So you should have about 4 layers of dough. You're going to flour it again. And you're going to roll it out. And we're going to do that probably about 1 more time. Okay, so you just want a cup, whatever size you want your biscuits to be, just try to find that kind of cup size. So I'm going to use this one. And what you're going to do is I'm going to just dump it in flour, just in case it's kind of sticky. And you're just going to go around and you're just going to cut them all up. And you're just going to line them up, and you probably do about 3 in each row, because they don't really expand, and if they do, they touch, and that's not really a big deal. So you just want to do 3 in a row. Put these in the oven at 425 for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes, you're going to brush some melted butter on top. Alright, so now to make the gravy, you'll need some vegetable oil. You'll need some milk. I'm using whole milk for the biscuits and the gravy. You'll need about a cup. You'll need some self-rising flour, pepper, and salt. Let's get started. Alright, to make this gravy, you'll want to start by putting your stove on high. I have this cast iron skillet and also a whisk. This is very important. You'll want a whisk. You can do it with a fork, but a whisk is so much more easier. So I'm just going to go ahead and cover my pan. And my pan's pretty big. So you just want to cover it where you can still have like oil off the side. Do you see what I'm talking about? So what you want to do now is you're just going to take a measuring cup and you're just going to go ahead and sprinkle this over the top. That's about 2/3 of flour. And see, I'm just going to go ahead and mix it up. Alright, so I just added some flour. You see how it's kind of getting thick, but it's cooking? That's a really good sign. Alright. So that looks about right. So you're just going to let this fry for just a little bit. So after you do that for 30 seconds or whatever, you're going to go ahead and add your milk. And see, it's going to... So you want to add it quickly, but be very careful because you don't want it pops out. Alright, so I'm just going to add a little bit at a time and mix all that stuff up. Reduce your heat to medium. And see how it's already getting thick? I'm going to go ahead and add more milk. To start with, I had about 4 cups of milk. Alright. So it's almost there. I'm just going to add some milk because it's getting thick very quickly. I'm just going to add the last little bit of milk. So you'll use about 4 cups of milk the whole time. What we're going to do now is take your pastry brush and go ahead and melt that 1/4 of a cup of butter that you had left. And so you can see my biscuits, some of them turned out a little oddly weird, but hey, I think that's okay. So yeah, anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead and brush the biscuits with butter. Go ahead and slip these back in your oven for 2 minutes just so they can get a little bit more golden brown on top and have that butter soak in and make it all yummy. Now that your biscuits are done, I'm going to go ahead and plate it for you. Now what is so cool about these biscuits is that since we folded them several times, you can actually open them and make a tomato and BLT on a biscuit. Like, what? It's awesome. So take 2 biscuits and see, even this, it comes out perfectly. And you can see the inside of it. So yeah. Alright, so what you want to do is just go ahead and take your gravy and just plate it all on top. I love gravy. Gravy is amazing. So yeah. Alright, so what you want to do now is just take a fork. I didn't mean to put that much gravy on, but oh well, I love gravy anyways. Gravy, biscuits and gravy. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our video this week. Make sure you like our video and make sure you share it with your friends and family. Also, by the end of the year, if we have 100 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, make sure you check out the description box below because we made ourselves an Instagram and things like that. So the username will be down below. We also have a blog, so make sure you go check that out. The instructions and the recipe of how to make biscuits and gravy will be on our blog, ChristinaandHannah.blogspot.com, which will be in the description box below. So just make sure you go check out that, and I will see you guys next week.